In this video, I explore North Cut Beach. Okay, I'm at North Cut Beach. Water is crystal clear. You can see the red barn to get into St. James. So that's kind of where this is. There was a boat in here, but they left since we got here. I guess they wanted a little more privacy. Don't know. There's not much of a beach. As you can see, just a couple of feet of rocks, and then you're in the trees. I bet if the water was lower, there'd be a little bit of a beach, but I think that's more muck once you get out there than sand. I'm not sure. I was here a few years ago and the water was lower, and I remember going through a layer of muck before I was able to get to the land. So maybe now with the water higher, it's just rocks. I don't know. But there is sand here, so maybe this would be a sandy beach. I don't know. Pat finally caught up to me. He came in this morning, and now he's snorkeling in here. It's not too buggy yet on the island. It's a hot day. I want to take the kayak to the Indian Harbor and film some of the plants in there, the underwater lilies. They were pretty cool to see from the kayak. Towards the end of the day, we had a really gray, dark sky. I bet in the sun it's just stunning. So bring the camera on the kayak, take the risk. Yeah. I think I can do it. Film that, and then I don't know, maybe spend the rest of the day in the water, blow up the float toys, that kind of stupidness, and then get a early rest tonight and an early start tomorrow, because I want to do 75 miles tomorrow from Garden Island, which is here, to at least I want to make it to the south part of Washington Island. If I only make it there, that's fine. If I still have light left and energy, I'll keep heading south into Ellison Bay, or maybe even Sister Bay. So, you know, because I got 4 days to go 200 miles plus. So 50 miles a day. But if I can do 75 miles in 2 days, then that third day is only 50, and I do it in 3 days. I don't think I could do it in 2. It's too much. I need a minimum 3 days. I have 4, so if I have a day that's at least decent, I need to make some distance. So, yep, that's the plan. But yeah, I had to stay here another day. This is just too gorgeous to to leave. So I want to see this beach. There's some sandhills flying through here. The Great Lakes region is a breeding ground for Sandhill Cranes. Sandhills mate for life and fly in pairs. These 3 birds are likely a nomadic flock of juveniles flying together. That was cool. I don't know how that'll turn out. I hope I got some of them. You could hear some of the calls. Ooh, a frog. Spent a few minutes following this frog, just watching it hop along the beach, and then in the end I just let it hop away. So this part of the beach, there's some peat or I don't know what it is, brush, that kind of makes this dark effect in the water. It's kind of cool. It's like, this is just not desirable because it's not sand. It's still natural, whatever it is. Squishy. It's like walking through a wet sponge. I think it's just wood that's ground up, like pulp. Boy, I bet if there weren't any bugs, this stuff would be great for my toilet. Dry it out, get it really hot. Look at this. That wasn't bad. Here we go. Heat test. That's not too bad. But yeah, some of it's squishy. Nothing like having a good pair of boots, that's for sure. I'm to the end of this peat thing. There's trees here, so I'd have to really be in the water, so it's time to start heading back. But yeah, that was interesting. After a long day of hiking on the island, I finally get a chance to jump in the water. One thing I always like to do is dive on my anchor. As you can see, I'm using a nylon rod with 30 feet of chain on the end. I haven't been pulling on the chain very hard. See, the chain's really all on the bottom. And I'm using a 25-pound Mantus anchor. I've had very good luck with this anchor. It sets very easy. Okay, I'm using a set of rocker stoppers. I have them on the stern of the boat to help the pitching motion of the boat. Then there's a chain on the end to help hold the rocker stoppers down. So this fish has been hanging around underneath Pat's boat for a while, so I decided to follow it around and get it on film. I think it's a bass of some sort. I was really surprised how bold this fish was. I think it wanted to be under the shadow of the boat, and I tried getting close to it, and I think it actually tried pushing me away, because it kind of went after me. Eventually, I was able to get the fish out of the shadow. Now I think it's going under the shadow of my kayak. So I followed this fish a little while, and then eventually it just kind of made a big circle, and then went back around underneath Pat's boat. And I just went onward the other direction to see what else is around. Okay, I don't know how well you'll see these. They're little like specks in the water. Here's a school of some sort of bait fish, minnows. At some point they get real schooled up, and you can see them in a second here. There you go. Okay, next I go into the shallower area and check out what I think is rice growing out of the water. Notice the cool effect of the surface. We're not quite in the Caribbean, but water's still clear. There's still some plant life, some fish. I always like to look at the rocks and stuff in the water. I don't know what this one is. It's nothing I would think is that interesting, but it's just neat to take a minute and look. This is probably about as shallow as I want to get. I'm probably in about 18 inches of water. About time to turn around real soon, but it's just something to do. Get a good underwater selfie here. Cool. Okay, it's time to go swim back to the boat. So if you've enjoyed this video and you've watched it this far to the end, please subscribe to my channel. Click the thumbs up button on the video, and I should have another one out in 2 more weeks. Thanks for watching, and bye. Oh, there I am again. See you next time. In my next vlog, I kayak Indian River. Look at that. Alright, let's go. Okay, I'm trying a new thing, and that's to film from my kayak, Indian River on Garden Island. And this water is just like glass. I filmed some water plants with pink flowers growing out of them. I find a lot of lily pads. Most of them are just budding, but this one is growing into a yellow flower. I believe these may be an invasive species. See, a little white flower. No idea what they are. I find some kind of white flower growing out of the water. If anyone knows what any of these flowers are, please leave it in the comments. And then I kayak back to my boat. I get a beautiful shot of her sitting in the really calm and glassy water with the scenery of the island in the background. Again, thank you for watching this video. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel.